Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for X Force number one. This is a new book from the ashes, a new beginning for the X-Men line. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Geoffrey Thorne with art by Marcus Toe, Eric Arciniega on colors, letters by Joe Caramagna. We have a really cool cover by Steven Segovia and Brian Valenza, and a plethora of other covers. And as you can see, this book will focus on Forge, Sage, Tank, who's not a character I'm very familiar with, Captain Britain, Ascani, who is Rachel Gray, and guest starring in this debut issue, of course, the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool. So in this issue, a new path forged. This is a very Forge-centric issue. The world is fractured. Forge uses his powers of invention to devise the only fix, an all-new, all-different X-Force. Forge leads a custom-made, hand-picked team of mutants with Rachel Summers, Betsy Braddock, Sage, Surge, and introducing Tank in off the book's missions so dire, so integral to the faith of the Marvel Universe. There's no time to stop for permission. As Forge detects increasing threats across the planet, he will recruit a specialist for each target. First up, that regenerating degenerate Deadpool. Be here for an X-Force like you've never seen him before. Stick around to see who joins, who lives, who dies, and uncover the mystery of Forge's discovery. So yeah, this is a very interesting concept that Forge is putting this path together, or this group together, to take on these threats of the world, right? Now, Surge is a character that we do meet here. That's why she's not part of that original roster in the first page, but she is in the cover. And then, of course, we stumble into Deadpool. I also don't know much about Tank. Even after this first issue, I think we still have a lot of stuff to. We still have a lot of things to learn. But yeah, Forge is he's kind of in a bad place at the beginning of this book, right? He's worried about the world. He doesn't know how to help. He doesn't know how to fix things until his he's been running like a model of simulations. Of course, his powers are very interesting in a way because he doesn't have actually like he just has the power to build things to fix problems, which is he doesn't just generate this machinery or whatever. Like he still has to try it out, so it's never something that's going to work on the first time, right? um I will say the book to me felt very straightforward. Like this is just let's put a team together and go on this kind of first mission. So in that part, it was not something that hooked me right away because I've seen groups come together before. It is an interesting group, but I don't know that we spend enough time with each of them to really hook me so far. So I'm gonna check out issue two. I think that that'll give me a better idea of what this book is trying to accomplish. Just on its own, this first book, it didn't feel like anything too new or too fresh. It definitely just felt like, hey, here's a good solid book. It's got great art. Marcus Toe has to work with a lot of characters, specifically in the first few pages. So let's go take a look at some of that preview art. So here we have Forge running simulations as to try out these teams. So I think this is a little bit of a clue as to some of the teams that he may be putting together in the future. I think it's a fun device to leave the door open, right? To really kind of introduce any character as needed to this new X Force. And then we see here, but yeah, I've never seen Forge in this fashion where he's just kind of down and out and uh, feels like almost as if he has lost all hope until this moment, this vision arrives. Now that he's finished working on this device, so that's going to be interesting to follow around. Also, interestingly enough, his AI assistant is actually Henry McCoy, which is a younger version of Beast. So that'll be fun. And yeah, I don't know. This book, like I said, I think it's interesting. It's got some really interesting concepts. It just didn't fully hook me there. But there's some fun battles and stuff that happen later on in the issue. And of course, once Deadpool comes in, like things go awry. But I want to know more about Search. I want to know more about Tank. I think those are really interesting characters, or at least they look interesting for now. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm a little bit, I think this book is fine. I don't know that it blew me away in the way that I feel some of these number one issues should, right? This is a hook for a lot of readers. So, but I don't know. Let me know, what did you think about this book? How do you feel about this team coming together? You'll see some covers at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. So, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.